Welcome guys, welcome to another live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard. We will be doing a live trading session and live analysis Thursday. Very important day, almost nearly end of the week, and we see a very good movement in the market. Yesterday also we have seen that after the news, as also there will be news later today in New York session time. So what we see that gold started to trend, especially the direction is very clear now at the moment for me. Is we see very strong bullish momentum after this huge drop. We can expect now to gold give us some good trading opportunity. So this session gonna be also very important. It is a pre-London session live, and we will be looking to see where we can find the best trade possible in the market. So I would recommend you not to skip any part of this live session so that you are not missing out. Not only trade, we discuss a lot of educational content, and it's a full competency for you to learn and grow and also trade with us in this live session. So before I begin further, make sure that you like the stream to help it, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Join the free Telegram channel so that you are not missing out anything being given in that channel. So with that being said, starting with gold, and then we'll be looking at also Gbpusd and other pairs as well. So let me delete all of them on gold to see first of all daily. Okay, so from the daily, gold, yesterday we have seen a reaction from that level, which is kind of rejection. Now with that reaction and rejection, gold has formed a long wick candle here. Now with that long wick candle, the market for me is prepared for another bullish move, as the price is still above the 20 EMA. And if we look at the weekly, a bit higher time frame, we see that this market is currently bullish. Now weekly chart on gold looks to me very nicely organized. If you a bit more deeply look at the overall picture in this weekly market, we see that this market is maintaining a long-term uptrending market structure. This is where we see that in the past, support here created a huge move, has formed a bull flag. Okay, so what is a bull flag? The flag that bulls always take over is called the bull flag. If you look at this flag, which is a bull flag, and we saw that with that bull flag, the market has started to drop, and with this break towards the downside, we saw that immediate rejection of the lower price has broken to the upside, which is a rule of thumb on a bull flag. So what do we mean by this? If you see a bull flag, okay, and if you see that bull flag, you can expect the price to first break to the downside and then trend to the upside after a retest. So you saw that bull flag has broken towards the downside, has broken out of that, and then we saw the market has broken to the upside, has tested now the resistance as a support, and we can expect another bull run in this market. So from the weekly price action for me, which is bullish. Now looking at the monthly, also we saw the market has come down here. Now it is going up. As you know that it's a long-term bullish market. Now going directly to the 1 hour chart and the 4 hour, we see there was a false breakdown. This was a false breakdown. You have seen that yesterday when we were on live, I was waiting, we were trying to push take the bullish trade. It did that. You can see that after breaking that low, closing that candle, the market managed to break to the upside. The way it is moving, we will be waiting for a bullish trading setup. For me, it's a bull market. Now you can see that where we can find the next trading opportunity. The structure to me very familiar. This is where we can see this is the 15-minute chart. The market was dropping from with this channel, and from that channel again we saw that the market has broken towards the downside, grab liquidity, has broken to the upside with a solid structure here. Now this structure is where the honey, so where there is a honey there will be bees, so we will be waiting for the big bees or the big boys to come down to break the low, to gather liquidity, and then to move to the upside. So for me, we will be waiting for break of this structure, and then we can look for buying. And I think that let's draw the daily low also, so that we are informed fully. This is the daily support, okay, and the daily low, and also previous day's low. So looking at 15 minutes again, so these are the levels that we can look for potential entry once we see the market is managed to do that. This one, I'm waiting for gold to come down to break any of this low, which is very possible to happen. And there's a fair value gap here below this level, above this structure. It's a fair value gap, and where there is an imbalance, and we will look for entry to the upside. This is a bull market now, so I will not be interested to sell at the moment. Instead, we will look for that buying opportunity as soon as we will find that gold has given us, guys. Hope that you are enjoying the live session. You have just started, you might say I've just started, how can I know I'm enjoying or no? I'm sure that you guys will enjoy, so make sure that you are not missing out by piecing anything. Instead, make sure that you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, so I see that like is not as many as the view, so I'm going to review my speech again. So can you please like this stream? A thumbs up will help, thank you. And also don't miss out by subscribing to the channel. Now I see that like is going up, so I am also coming up. Let's look at the next instrument, what we have next in the list to look at. We'll be looking at the GBP pairs and also AUD pairs, as later today USD news is coming up. We could see that the market is giving us significant opportunity in USD pairs also. Looking at GBP USD, let's first look at GJ and then we'll be looking at GBP USD. Now GBP JPY, it is highly bull market. Now before I go to the GJ, I want to come to you guys that some of you have posted some questions. Good morning, how are you today? I'm good, very good, thank you. How are you? Morning. Yesterday was a bit unlucky day. Sandesh, yeah, I wouldn't say unlucky day. It's a mixed game. We are up, right? We are up in our trading. So we'll be discussing more on that. Okay, guys. So this is where that understanding how trading works is a very important part of your trading journey, guys. Look, if you are profitable, let's say over the long term, then I would say that yeah, you can you can just skip this live session. You are free. It's like being free, okay, gain freedom. If you are not profitable, okay, then I will request you to watch this live session. That will change your entire perspective as a trader. Because when I begin my trading journey, there wasn't much like that kind of live session available for free to look at. I spend thousands of dollars just to find some kind of education, because I was losing money and I wanted to gain I wanted to be a profitable trader. And I because that time was not that much of live trading available, so I just went to seminar, and any seminar I go, I spend almost $10,000, $15,000 just for a day of workshop or 2 days of workshop. And what I have learned is that just fundamental, okay, how to trade a pin bar. I would say that in a workshop I spent $15,000 just to learn how to trade a pin bar that I can teach you in just 2 minutes time. So it's now available for everyone, but the real part here is to find out the right trading psychology. Okay, trading, you can I got a lot of question also asking that, okay, can you be rich by being a trader? Absolutely, you can be rich by being a trader. Second question is, do you need an overnight trade to be a rich? Not at all. You don't need an overnight rich to be to be rich. Let me give you a quick example. See, imagine the reason is trading is kind of investing. Okay, it's a trading and investing is same. And those who are wise investor, they have a very good idea of power of compounding. Okay, if you know power of compounding, you know that how powerful it is. Trust me, it is a huge powerful, and we don't see that power of compounding. So being a trader, imagine that you are making consistently even a 5% in a month. Okay, so if you make 5% consistently in a month on average, which is minimum. Okay, we also make more often more than 5% in a week. So if you make 5% in a month, then 12 months you make 60%. Okay, so if you make 60% in 12 months, and if you are a consistent trader, okay, then without having a $0, you can trade in $1 million account, or at least $100K account without having $0, because you are a trader. As I mentioned, trading is not all about having a lot of capital. It's a myth. You need to have the right mindset and the skill. So that is why I mentioned that focus on learning is the most important part. So if you are trading on let's say a 100K account, okay, and 60% in a year means that you're gonna make more than quite a few 100K. How we think that, okay, 60% of 100K is, we think that is $60,000. It's a very usual salary in a first world country, but it's not that $60,000. You are not making 60% out of 100K. You are continuously compounding your equity to the profit. You understand what I mean? So basically, if you can make 60% or 5% consistently in a month, your 100K, you can make, there is a calculator, you can make that 100K with a compounding effect, because every week your profit is going to add up to your equity, and that is compounding again, another add up to equity. So basically you'll see that 100K is gonna be in a year with a compounding effect of more than 250K, or more than that, much more than that. And then next year it's gonna be almost $1 million. So this is how the power of compounding, which very few people consider. That is why it is important that you have the right mindset and you have the right skill set. See, there are a lot of myths. Another myth is that, let's say you are trading on a broker, okay, with a broker, because without a broker you can't trade by yourself. You need a broker, no doubt about it. And if you are trading with a broker, no broker wants you to lose money. It's a myth. Why? Apply the logic. Let's say you put $100 in your trading account. You lose it. So what's your experience in that action? It's a bad experience, right? Everyone. You lose it, it's a bad experience. So if you have a bad experience on it, you're not gonna most likely that proceed with that anymore, which is a very common sense. But if you are a winner, chances that you're gonna stick to it, right? No one start trading just to quit. You're gonna make it as a career, you're gonna make it as a long-term goal so that you can gain financial freedom, right? So chances that if you are a profitable trader, you're gonna trade with that broker, let's say for more than 10 years, right? Or maybe for the rest of your life. So which is good for the broker, right? That if you are a profitable. So no one wants, so it's important that you believe in it and you can do it, right? Exactly the same way. Even if you are a profitable trader, whoever you are trading with, they can make additional revenue from your trade, right? Because everyone wants a profitable trader to my trade also is being now replicated in many accounts, okay? So which is good, because everyone wants a profitable trader so that they can be profitable, right? Everyone want to increase their revenue, so which is very, very good. So that's why always being positive and being hopeful, always looking for bigger picture is very important. Now the next thing that must be looked at is that never look at a single day or a single win. Always you have to look at the collective bigger picture. Let's say you have 5 days in a week for a trade, guys. This will change your trading completely. I'm giving the real information. You have 5 days for trading, okay? 5 days, Monday to Friday. One day you made 20%, okay? Or you can't make even a one day 20%. Your trade is going the whole week, right? So you took one day 4 trades, another day 2 trades, another day no trades, another day 1 trade, and at the end of the week, okay, by losing and gaining, ultimately you're gonna make positive. That's the whole part of everything, right? Day and night together makes a day. So you can't separate from night from the day, then that's gonna not make you do anything, right? Rainy day and sunny day together makes a perfect week, right? If you count in a week, you need to take the rainy day and sunny day in your account, then you can make the whole week, right? This week, not that week. So this is why it is important that you consider it as a whole picture. So if you have a 5 days and you make one day 20%, you make another day minus 5%, you make another day minus 1%, you make another minus 2%. So what's your gain here? And next week you went again, you another 5 days, you make one day 1%, you make one day 2%, you make one day 3%, and one day you make minus 1%. So you're gained, right? So that's how it's an inevitable part. So you cannot label them in any day in a certain way. It's a whole picture. It's a whole. And when you look at the whole, you find the real secret of being a profitable trader. So let's keep up, guys, as progressing with the day. We want to make always the best day. So let's see now on gold again, going back to it, and then we'll jump onto the other instrument as well. Let me know if you are if you have understood that, and always stay energized and positive, and looking for the better trade coming up in the market, doing your job, and then let the market do the rest of the things for you. Good morning. Yeah, thank you very much. We are on Gbp USD trade. We have closed our AUD and ZD with 3.5% profit. but you're still running Gbpusd break-even trade. Very good morning. Morning. Thank you. Good morning. I've been watching one of your videos about robot scalping. It's brilliant. Want to use it, and you have said that the day one, but I said, yeah, very good. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for that. Okay, so now we see on gold here. So 15 minutes time frame, we see that the market is approaching a level. I'll be waiting for the price to come down to this liquidity zone, and then we can look for entry opportunity. Gold for me, this is the 1 hour chart, you can see, and it's closing as a, see, this is a doji, and I think that we might see a retest of this level, and then we can look for I want to see that it has come down to this level, to the daily support. This is the daily support, and then from the daily support we can look for that entry opportunity. Okay guys, so here this is a big structure here, you can see, and any break of this structure, okay, if we look at the 15 minutes and 5 minutes, will give us that entry opportunity. Okay, as soon as we will find that, we will be looking at that as well. Did you close that? Anis, no, I haven't closed that Gbpusd trade. I'm aiming it for 5%, so I'm still running, which is a risk-free break-even trade. We have closed AUD and ZD, which is with around 3.5%, but Gbpusd is still running. We want to take the bigger profit on that. Okay, so looking at, keeping eye on gold. In the meantime, let me see that GBP/JPY. Now looking at GBP/JPY, what's happening here? Well, what kind of price action it is? Let me see the daily. Okay, so GBP/JPY, looking at the daily, first of all, it is a long-term bullish market. Okay, the first thing that I look at when I look at the chart is the bigger picture. Okay, so bigger picture means that, first of all, looking at the daily, we are not trading on the daily, but we look at the daily chart so that we can see overall direction in the market. See, looking at the chart sometime is sometime it, especially in the beginning, it doesn't make sometimes any sense, looks like very random, but if you closely look at, or if you keep looking at, you're gonna see it. Okay, you're gonna see it, that where how the trend is working. So just you need to be familiar with it, giving yourself some time by allowing yourself some more time to look at the market. So GBP/JPY from the daily time frame, it is a bull market. Now let me see the monthly. Okay, so why monthly? Because monthly, weekly, or higher time frame will give you a clear direction in the market. Now from the monthly perspective, it got hang lucky. Okay, so from the monthly perspective, we see that GBP/JPY is a long-term bullish market. So with that long-term bull market, this market is maintaining long-term bullish picture, which is, you can see that there is a huge impulse and consolidation. There has been another impulse, and I think the long-term picture, GJ is going to hit that resistance level. And with that resistance, looking at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective there is a bullish move followed by narrower candle here, followed by another bullish momentum. And I think that GJ long-term picture, we could see that the market is heading to the upside. So with that movement, what we can expect on GJ to come down for a deeper pullback and then to continue to rise. Looking at daily, here is we see that there is a daily impulse, narrow doji, and is still maintaining bullish market structure. You see that there is this is the resistance on the daily. Okay, the market still has left an imbalance. So what is an imbalance? Imbalance doesn't have a balance, isn't it? So how do you know that the market is in an imbalance? If you look at here, this is the resistance here, and with that resistance we can see that the market is approaching that. We want to see that it's approaching, because there is a imbalance in that zone, and I think that slowly we could see another bullish momentum. Okay, so there is a doji here on GJ. You know, here the way this price action has formed, okay, for me below this level there is a high liquidity, and I think that what is a liquidity in fact, guys? And I think that the market is about to break the low, and then we can expect for this potential upside on the lower time frame. I will be still remaining bullish on GJ, and for me today's level, we will see that how the market is reacting to this level, which is very important. Here we will see how the market is doing on GJ. For me, I will be waiting for this is support here. Any kind of break of this support level, then we can look for that entry opportunity on Gbpusd. Let me know if you are passionate about also on GJ. Guys, did you like this stream? And also did you subscribe to the channel? Make sure that you do that, and let me know in the live chat what's your favorite pair that you are trading today. Which way do you look for buying when the prices break support? Okay, very good. This is where the strategy. If you look at gold, in fact, you see that gold has broken that support and has gone back up. Now, the reason, very simple. You see that AUD and ZD is taken based on that strategy, which has given us that 3 times profit. The price has broken that support and then had bounced to the upside, which has given us this huge profit. Okay, so GBP/USD also the same strategy been applied. After break of this support, after break of the support, we have opened. We have a specific strategy that I use and also I teach in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, how to trade the false breakout. Okay, so with that strategy, I use 5 times 5-to-1 reward to risk, which is a very high risk to reward. Okay, because if you use a high risk to reward, it becomes much easier for you to remain profitable over the long term. You can trade with low risk to reward, but you need a very high winning rate. Okay, as a trader, I have gone through all dimensions, guys. You guys also have a good experience, but let me share mine, and also I want to know your experience. So which one is easy to be profitable? The question is that with a very high winning rate, low risk to reward, or with a high risk to reward even with a medium winning rate. because you cannot combine both together. That means that when you have a very high risk to reward, then your winning rate might be little bit downside. But if you use a very high, if you want to use a very high winning rate, then your risk to reward will be very poor. But over the long term, let's say over the long term means that over a week of trading, like if you trade for a week, right, let's say you trade for a week, you'll see that you're gonna lose money if you are not maintaining decent risk to reward with proper strategy. Okay, so 4 hour gold has closed. We see that the market has formed a bullish candle. So here we see that the according to our TF strategy, potentially buy alert for me on gold, but we don't want to trade a 4 hour candle, then we'll have almost 75 pips stop loss on gold, which is very big. Now I want to see that gold has done enough pullback in this direction, then we can look for that entry. Now this is our TF strategy indicator, where this is one of my favorite trading strategy translated into a Pine script. Also you can access that indicator from the dashboard. All the information is there in your student dashboard. If you are our lifetime member, you can go to your dashboard, go to trading tool, and then you'll find all the information that you need to access this tool. Now you must go through first the strategy and then access that tool. The information is there. Now from the 4 hour we see that there is a this is a bullish, potentially bullish signal, and I would be happy to see that gold has come down for a pullback to on the lower time frame. Then we can look for that entry opportunity on gold. Okay, so let's see how far it goes. But the way we saw that this is a breakdown, and when the price has broken down, made that false breakout, and it is now almost below this level. As you know that there is a high liquidity, and from that liquidity zone we can expect for the price to move towards the upside. So looking at the 1 hour chart, where we can see that this is 1 hour chart, and here is the move, a doji, which is potentially a bullish price action. It's flying to the upside. Okay, even if we see the market manage to break this low, in this 1 hour session, in this 53 minutes time, we'll see that gold, if breaking down to 1962 level, then we can look for short-term bullish trade, because below this level there is a liquidity. If you look at the 1 hour chart, there is a doji, and yeah, there is a chance for a retest. So it might not, yeah, so we can expect for here a retest. Okay, so looking at Gbpusd and gold, both of them currently bullish. So look for gold to see where we can find that entry. looking at Gbpusd, it's open here, Gbpusd. Gbpusd also might be preparing for a bounce. If you look at, there is a big impulse pullback after a retest of this 20 MA. We can expect Gbpusd to remain bullish. So we see that Gbpusd, gold, all of them are showing potentially bullish price action. So gold, let's see how it is reacting to this support level at 1962. We'll be looking for an entry as soon as we find the market is in the right place. Good morning. Eurocad, please. Thank you. Can you check dollar yen? Yeah, absolutely. We'll be looking at that. And in the meantime, guys, join the free Telegram channel so that you are not missing out. Link below this video, and also there is a link given in the live chat. You can use that link to join the free Telegram channel to be part of this community. So you see here on gold, you want to see the market has made a move, especially below this level. From the 1 hour chart, you can see that there is a middleman here. Okay, we will keep eye on gold and Gbpusd and gold. So also we'll be looking at some other pairs. Let me see which one you guys ask for. Eurocad, see Usdjpy. Okay, let me look at that. Usdjpy. So Usdjpy, what we saw that there was a breakdown from this resistance line, and then immediately has gone back up again. For me, Usdjpy is still bullish. Now what we see here, this is the daily chart. As you know, the daily chart is super important, because when you look at the daily chart, you can see overall picture, especially because daily chart is not a very higher time frame, not the lower time frame. Even if you are trading, let's say in 15 minutes or 5 minutes, looking at daily chart will give you a very clear idea of the market direction. Now if we look at this daily chart on dollar yen, we can see that in this daily chart, according to TF strategy, we see that there's quite a few positions here on daily, because this indicator is very good at when the market is trending, because trend trading is one of my favorite trading strategy. And I think that every professional trader who trades long term, they make profit from the market when with the trend. Now when you are trading with the trend and holding a trade for bigger profit target, you definitely make profit over the long term. And that is why all my strategy, I mostly use based on trend. Now if you look at the dollar yen, this is the dollar yen price action, you can see. And in that dollar yen price action, what we see that every time the price breaking the swing low, getting rejected. So this is a no question bullish market. Okay. Now in that bull market, we saw a daily rejection towards the downside and immediate pullback to the upside. And with that pullback, the market is here. Now, this is the question that I want to ask you guys. The way dollar yen, this is a resistance line, and you can see the market is getting rejected, going back up, getting rejected, going back up. And this is a resistance. Is this symptom of breakout or bounce? So how do you know that a market is breaking out? Okay guys, I just got disconnected a little bit. Okay, so you saw that this is the resistance here on dollar yen, okay, which is quite significant. Now is this sign, because when you look at the market trend, when you look at how the market is reacting to the resistance, you have a preconceived information that how the market is going to do with this resistance. Now the question is here, okay, the question is, should you consider it as breakout, or should you consider that the market will reject from this level, and why you think so? Can you let me know? In the meantime, we see gold. Yeah, gold is bouncing up. We'll be looking at that once we see that. So in the meantime, let's finish that on dollar yen, and then we'll go back to the gold again. So in that area, why do you think that gold either dollar yen either breaking out or it is bouncing off this level? This is a resistance level in dollar yen, as you can see, and it's trying to put pressure on it. Good morning, sir. Yes, yeah. Why are you begging me? XTI USD. I'm not gonna give you to you. Thank you. I'm new to trading and I would love to learn more. Okay, so with that, we see that here the market is creating series of high and low. Okay, let me break that puzzle. Okay, now here is what we see, that this is a resistance here, smooth level of resistance, and whenever the market is going there, okay, what we see, getting rejected. Now again has gone there, got rejected, again is approaching there. We can expect another rejection, but we could see ultimately breakout as the bounce is smaller and is very good, madame. Good answer. This is what exactly it is. I see that you are here for a long time, so everyone is learning and growing as a trader, which is very good. So what we see here on breakout, okay, is that the market is bouncing off, but it becoming smaller and smaller, right? Smaller and smaller. What does that mean is that when first time the bulls has made that, the bears drop it. So here how many bears? 1, 2, 3 red bears, right? Have you seen the black bear and white bear on the red pole, on the pole, north pole and south pole? And in the forest, the black bear. Where did you saw the red bear? In this market. So the red bear, okay, 3 bears has made this move. Next time the bulls again has been able to reach that level, and now there is only 1 bear. What are the 2 other bears? Okay, they're afraid, they left. That means that every time the market is reaching that resistance, the bears becoming smaller and smaller. That means seller getting weaker and weaker. That's what I told you, that when you consider this one as a sports, that means that when you ask yourself one question, who is in control, that will give you a very clear idea that this market is approaching that resistance level. Bears getting smaller and smaller means that the bulls ultimately will make it through. Or if you apply the common sense like that, the resistance like this, so it's a sign of breakout, right? So we can expect dollar yen to break to the upside. That means that any trade that we will be opening in this market, we can look for buying after, strong manipulation. Then we can look for going long on dollar yen. So from that we conclude that dollar yen highly likely to be bullish, and we'll look for bullish trading opportunity on dollar yen as soon as we see that dollar yen has given us the entry opportunity. Hope that you like this analysis. Hope that you are liking this live session. If you don't like, let me know. If you like, don't need to say, just smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's go back to gold. We see that it's still maintaining that bullish move. We need to find that entry after significant break. We can look for that entry opportunity. Here is we saw that the bullish candle has formed. Patience is very, very important. Okay, I know that when we sit on the trading desk, there's always a tendency to jump on a trade. Okay, this happens. This happened to me also many times, thinking about opening a trade just to see that if I open 1 hour later I would get a better trade. How many of you have that experience? You open a trade and just to realize that you entered early, right? You entered early, right? And then enter again, and then you realize that again I have entered early, and then enter again, right? This is what happened. I remember in early when I was trading. Okay, this is a mobile phone where my trade is going on. I looked at the screen and I'm very happy, plus $100 at the top. But here is the scary part. Okay, like this, 10-11 trades in a row, or maybe sometime more, okay, running, some plus, some minus, some plus, some minus. So ultimately at some point I got tired and I just closed all of them. Okay, so what did I do to overcome that? I know that many of probably you are also going through the same over trading. How did I solve that over trading? I applied a technique, okay, that I have applied a plan and a technique that helped me to eliminate that over trading, because it's all about our brain. we need to trick sometime our brain to work in our favor, and that technique we'll share today in this live session. So make sure that you are not missing out any part of this so that you can eliminate over trading, guys. So don't miss out. We'll be discussing that technique that I have applied. What did I do to eliminate from this to only 2 or 3 trades, running in good profit or running with a high risk reward. This is what I will be discussing. If you are interested, make sure that you are not missing out any piece of this live session. Sit tight, take notes. Oh, you are welcome. I think dollar yen will break upside because, as my observation, in one candle will retrace over 50% only. But did you say else? I think dollar yen will break upside because my observation, if one candle will retrace over 50%, one candle will retrace over 50% only, but if retracement will reach 60%, 70%, most likely it will break upside. Okay, so yeah, you know, if you have observed that something that you have, you know, probably you have experienced it or backtested, that's good. Keep doing. See, there is, you can look at the market in many point of view. Okay, many dimensions. There are thousands of strategy that you can trade in a market, and most of the strategy works very well. Okay, strategy. So AUD NZD also bouncing off. So strategy works very well. Okay, if you look at a strategy, works very well. So then where is the obstacle? The obstacle is who is implementing the strategy. There are two things here. Okay, you have the best sports car in the world, but who is driving that best sports car? If you're gonna, let's say in world championship, if you wanna win the race, right, in the world championship or in the World Cup or whatever, you need two combination of who is driving the car and then what is that car. You know, if you want to be a cricket player or a soccer player, same thing, right? You need a tool and you need to be proficient to use that tool. If you cannot combine both of them, it's not gonna work out. That is why you need strategy and you need to know who is applying that strategy. So there is a technique to also achieve that. You know, we have that, all this power within us. Everyone have that, right? You can change anything not working out to that is working out by looking at from a different perspective, by applying it, by more intention, more importantly willing to do that. Okay, which is called an intention, which is very powerful. So if you set an intention about something, it's gonna happen. You will be able to do it, but you need to, you know, you need to have that intention to have that. Okay, so we'll discuss that, no problem. You know, sometimes it requires a little bit of, you know, introspection or reflection, and then you're gonna start to understand everything. So let's see now on other pairs that you guys requested on that. In this, we looked at dollar yen, and any thought on Gbpusd? Absolutely, we'll be looking at the 10 and 20 EMA. Yeah, my indicator that you see in my chart is 10 and 20 EMA. Okay, coach. Why Aussie sold heavily while the data show positive outcome? I mean on Aussie. So data shows positive outcome. The Aussie sold heavily. Employment change. So if you bring that, so yeah, AUD data was very positive, right? Okay, now let's look at that point. Why Aussie had sold heavily? I would say that Aussie have not even sold heavily. It's prepared for a bounce up to the level. Okay, so when the news has been released, let me explain to you how this works, because you need to look at from two lenses. One is from the fundamental, that the data that you have seen, that there is another lens is the technical. Okay, so what technicality played on Aussie here? Aussie when it was trending to the upside, see when a market moves like that, okay, try to understand, this is the trending market, and in that market, when the market become overextended in the direction of the trend, in majority of the time you will see that it will come back down to any of this swing low to gain momentum for another move. So this sell off on Aussie yen, for me, it's not a sell off, it's a pullback to the liquidity zone, and it did that. See that this is the previous swing low where there was a huge liquidity grab, and the market had just has crossed that low, made that false breakout, and now preparing for a bounce. And I think that Aussie yen, after retesting of this level, so you could see that it's now trending to the upside, which is highly likely to happen. Firstly, secondly, another important aspect that you need to understand. Let me explain that. A currency pair's movement, okay, long term, will only not determined by a single data release. You need to understand. See, imagine that JPY, okay, so JPY, it will not have an impact, right? Because JPY inherently is weaker because of their policy in their country. There is a policy that you need to consider when it comes down to the strengthening and weakness in the currency pair. But this data release plays a vital role. The most important role a data release that you see, that everyday posting on the, that we see on Forex Factory calendar, we see there is a news coming up and we become all aware of it. What is the role in the market of those data release? Is that before those news release, due to the news announcement, there is a volatility, unusual volatility comes in the market, and because of that there are some closing and opening positions. If I a bit more clarify you, what do you do to your position just before the news? Imagine that. So let's say there will be a news coming up or at 7 p.m. Will you open any position on 6:50 p.m.? Most likely no, because if you are trading on 5 minutes or 15, it's not gonna open, right? Now those who has not opened positions, the market has little bit of change in momentum, right? What you will do with your open position, let's say you have a position open for previous couple of hours, and then once you open that position, you slowly see that your trade is running in profit, right? Which is running in good profit. What are you gonna do? You know that, let's say your position is about to, you had a 80p profit target, now you are at 70p up. What are you gonna do? In most likely that you close that position, because there is a news coming and it could eat up all these 70 pip. So I will keep that 70 pip up. Let's close that. So that data release is having an impact in the market, and that is causing this price to fluctuate. Either buyers are buying or sellers are selling, because if you close a buy position, actually you are initiating a sell. If you are closing the sell position, you are initiating a buy. So then when the data release, 30 minutes gone, the market is settled. People are hungry. Retail trader, institutional trader. The market in a new level after this, all this closing and opening and kind of volatility. The market in a new level. The market has broken the swing low. The market has broken a structure. Now there is a new opportunity in the market and everyone started to jump on the trade. And that is the very, very important aspect of news data release. But those data will never change the trend over the long term. They are just a short-term change in the market that will give a new opportunity, new structure in the market, new break of structure, local breakdown, false breakdown, false breakout, or maybe important institutional trader waiting for the data to be released, and then they want to place a lot of position in the market. And because of that, after the data release, there is a huge volume comes in the market, and the market moves very, very predictably and aggressively. I hope that helps, and there are more. Make sure that you stick to this channel for all the real and authentic information that will help you in your trading. And if you want more, don't hesitate to check the free Telegram channel where I post all my educational content to help you in your trading journey. Okay, so can you please explain how you find and mark your key levels? Okay, yeah, absolutely. I do have a separate content on the channel where you will be learning, I explain how to find the key level and how you can draw them. Also, I can explain again, no problem, which I think NZD/USD will fall the FBG on 1 hour, waiting for the breakdown on 15 minutes. Okay, so have you opened any trade yet? Not yet. We are running on a trade which is a Gbpusd. Currently no new position. Yesterday we have closed AUD NZD with 3.5 times. In fact, it could have gone to the full, but we have closed at 3.5 times. You want to take more in the upcoming session. So let's see on the 4-hour time frame. 30 minutes. Okay, so yeah, so here is on gold. Okay, so it is maintaining a smooth bullish market structure on the lower time frame. Let's see the GJ. For me, GBP I want to see that this market, this is a support level here on GJ, and I will wait for a liquidity gap here, then we can look for that entry opportunity on GJ as soon as you will find that. Okay, so below this level there is a liquidity and we will be looking for an entry. And on gold, which is crazily bullish, okay, I want to see a very good movement because it has formed liquidity, it has gathered liquidity from this 1962 level, and we want to see that a retest of this level, which is very important. Otherwise trading from the top will not be a good idea. Let the market give us that entry that we are looking at. And coach, I think NZD/USD will fall in the FBG. Okay, we'll be looking at that. AUD/USD. Thank you very much. The inside explanation, wonderful and helpful, Shepherd. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, good morning, coach. What will be the best strategy in day trade? So the best, there is no best strategy on day trade. Sorry, just kidding. There is a strategy for day trade, okay, which is very good. Now, if you look at the strategy that we are teaching on Zoom class, for me it's the best strategy because we are doing very well on that. If you are on the VIP, you can definitely access those classes. Okay, we'll be discussing more on that. And unemployment news today, what's your idea, coach? So our idea, my idea on unemployment is that we could see, if you look at DXY. Okay, before I give your idea, I want to know your idea also, guys. What's your idea on unemployment news today? Okay. NZD/USD. Which I think NZD/USD will fall in the FBG. 1 hour waiting for the breakdown on 15 minutes. Okay, so you're waiting for a breakdown or you want a breakdown. So NZD/USD, if you look at the 1 hour, see that this market on NZD/USD, so USD pairs gathering liquidity. This is the 15-minute chart, which is you see that every time the market is gathering multiple liquidity is a sign of upside momentum. Okay, so we could see that NZD/USD finally making its way to the upside. If you look at the daily, this is the daily chart, and it is a huge bullish momentum pullback. We can expect another momentum. Very simplest way that you can look at the market on NZD/USD. Now, if you look at the weekly, this is the weekly price action. So far, after breaking the low, there has been significant bullish momentum. It has come down for a pullback the price on the weekly resistance level, and I think that from this level we can expect NZD/USD to move back up to create a new higher high. Looking at the daily also, we see that there is a daily momentum followed by a pullback, and then we can expect for the price to go ahead. And now from the intraday perspective, we see that here this is where I will be interested on NZD/USD. If the price, yeah, absolutely, I will be waiting for a local breakdown. Here is the 4-hour 20 EMA, and once the market tested this level, we can look for entry. The price already below a swing low, which is a liquidity zone. If you're not sure about the liquidity zone, then you can let me know using the live chat. We see that here the market gathered liquidity multiple times, and we can expect for NZD/USD to bounce off this level, and there is a possibility for the price to move up back to the resistance again. So there is a chance for an upside for NZD/USD. Because we are on Gbpusd, we will be, though it is currently a risk-free trade. Gbpusd also, you can see, this one also gathering liquidity multiple times. Okay, so Gbpusd also gathering liquidity from the support level, so we might see that this one also slowly turning its turning from a bearish market to a bull market. So for me to go long, we want to see drastic drop and then immediate rejection, that we can look for that entry. So for me, because the trade that we are running on Gbpusd also a risk-free, this is the trade, the stop loss is here. If you haven't done that yet, I will recommend you to do that. Move your stop loss here so that you're risk-free on the trade and we are ready for another one. So especially if the market tests this level, gather the liquidity below this 20 EMA or from this 20 EMA, so that could give us for a bounce off for this potential full profit target hit on this instrument. Okay guys, so hope that you guys are enjoying. I see that you guys are smashing the like button and also subscribing to the channel. I really welcome all of you to this channel for everything that I'm posting. And let me see, gold is just moving up and up and up. We want to see that a pullback, okay, which is very important for a trending market. Okay, sometime it happens, sometime you might say, okay, it's just going up, not coming down for a pullback. Let's jump on a trade. Okay, and that is where the impatience comes, that is where the over trading comes. And this is what, as I mentioned today, I'll be telling you that what did I do to overcome the over trading that ruined my trading account. I knew the strategies, I knew everything. The only thing was killing my account is the over trading, and I'm sure that many of you on that journey, and that's what we'll be discussing, that what did I apply, a very unique tactic that I applied that dramatically changed just in a very short period of time, that I stopped over trading, that we'll be discussing. So make sure that you are staying till the end of this session to know what it is. So let's see now on dollar yen again. I will just revisit those pairs to see if anyone is giving any very lucrative trading opportunity. Then we will be looking at that. I will just go through all of them just to see. JPY bullish, USDJ also trying to bounce up, but I want to see it has broken this low. Silver, I don't want to take silver, I want to take gold. Do you like silver or gold? Euro, GBP, NZD. This is what we discussed yesterday. You remember that has bounced up. I didn't take because we were on AUD NZD, but it managed to break to the upside. Euro NZD also did that, same thing. AUD USD and all the USD pairs currently approaching a very important liquidity zone. I think that we might see another wave of drop, and then we might see another wave of drop and then trending to the upside again. So euro dollar also forming very narrower, smaller candle. Euro USD was very aggressively bullish, while AUD USD, GBP USD, all the USD was dropping. Euro dollar was just moving up. It's a very strong currency at the moment, and we saw that there was an inverted head and shoulder, strong breakout. You see that narrow, this is a kind of pullback. It's a bull flag. Okay, pullback and bull flag looks like same, right? So pullback with a bull flag, and we will be looking for this kind of bull flag. If you see the market is like that with this bull flag, as a rule of thumb, you will see that the market in majority of the time will break down and then trend to the upside. Okay, how does it look like? Let's see a real chart example. Looking at the weekly, exactly what it is. You see that pullback with a bull flag, breakdown and breakout, retest, and then continuation to the upside. So if you look at the euro dollar, just scaling down to the lower time frame, we see that from the 4-hour, the same kind of structure is being formed, a bull flag. So you want to see that bull flag is breaking down and then gathering liquidity and then trending to the upside. Okay, so let's see how far it goes. We want to see a good movement and then we can enter. So euro dollar also will be in my favorite list, along with AUD USD and GBP USD. Okay guys, so thank you for your support to the channel. AUD CHF in hourly time frame, please. My life adventures. So your life is adventures. Yeah, thank you for that. We'll be looking at that. AUD CHF. Forex master, no. What's that? No. Gold 1980. What do you think? Let me see. So can I enter Gbpusd trade now? You want a Gbpusd now? Not yet ready. Okay, not yet ready. So AUD CHF 1 hour time frame, looking at 1 hour on AUD CHF. So looking at the first of all daily time frame, we see that from the daily, here is the daily time frame on AUD CHF, which is for me bull market. Okay guys, so AUD CHF is a bull market from the longer term. If you look at the weekly, we can see that there is a weekly gap opening, and bigger picture again here is bearish. Okay, weekly bearish, monthly bearish, daily showing bullish. So a big impulse correction, so it might be a little bit in a sideway. So from the 4 hour, AUD CHF, this market, I wouldn't trade it, because for me I think it's gonna just move in a sideway. If you look at here, it's resistance and support. Okay, I normally try not to trade this instrument especially such as CAD CHF, AUD CHF. Very unpredictable, because I only, if I see that CHF, any trade with CHF, any instrument with CHF, if I need to buy CHF, then only I enter the trade, because CHF inherently a stronger currency. And when it comes down, let's say when I see that CAD CHF is bullish, then I don't take this trade, because then I have to sell CHF. You see that in majority of the pairs, when dollar got very stronger, you see the dollar Swiss franc, many times you'll see move very slowly or move in a sideways. So, but when it comes down to selling against CHF, I give a very good value in it, because a weaker currency, let's say now GBP CHF currently, if you look at GBP currently, kind of, you see it's now selling off, but it's in that area, it's in a bull move, but I didn't trade that in the upside. But when it comes down to selling, then I look for selling, because CHF is a good currency for buying. Okay, so AUD CHF at the moment, I don't see any clear direction. We might see that it's just moving in a sideways even. Okay guys, so let's see how far it goes, and let me see again gold, what it is doing, to see if there is any suitable entry. The level that we have drawn on gold is the daily support and the swing low liquidity zone. The price has reached that level. What I think that from here we can expect a pullback to this level. And for me, I love to trade this kind of breakdown, so I will be waiting for gold to drop back to 1962 below this level. There is a high liquidity. As the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, we will be looking to enter the trade as soon as we will find that opportunity. So okay, let's see the dollar yen. What the dollar yen GJ, not dollar yen GJ. So when we dollar yen, we see that yen getting a bit volatile. So if we look at the Gbpusd, this is the 4-hour, and we can expect for the price to gather liquidity and then to give us that entry. So the Usdjpy looks the best bullish. I think the best bullish. Okay, Euro CHF, I mean, for buy. Okay, so you are buy, that means that Euro CHF, you are selling CHF. As I mentioned, I don't sell CHF with any currency, so yeah, I love CHF to buy only. When does your idea for gold become invalid? Once it breaks 1970. Is there an expiry on it? Let me see. No, there is no expiry on it. So as long as gold today, if you look at the daily, it is a bull market. Okay, so for me, gold is set for an upside momentum. So you could see there is an inverted head and shoulder here, and what I think that gold might keep pushing high towards its global market structure. So what is a global and local? Local is your local city, global is where everything, okay? So global means that bigger picture, longer term trend. It is always important that, you know, as a trader, you always look at the bigger picture. You see that what is a local trend and global trend, which is sometimes very important. You see that sometimes I ask this question, that what is a local trend, you know, local breakdown, what does that mean in fact? So when you see, let's say you are trading on the 5 minutes time frame and it's trending down, probably it's just a pullback of the daily uptrend. So global trend doesn't have to be daily or weekly or monthly. It just at least two time frames apart than your entry time frame. So if you look at gold, the global trend that I consider is daily, which is bullish, and we saw that in couple of days from the daily there was a drop on gold, and once the market has come down to the support level, we saw that yesterday there was a huge manipulation and the market changes its trend to the upside. Now what I think that now gold, as it is marching towards its global trend and local trend together, there will be huge momentum, and that is what we will be taking into consideration when we are trading. So if you look at here in this local time frame, we can see that from this local time frame it is bouncing off. We want to see that the market has dropped down, and especially 1962 below this level, from this to 1960, this is where there is a huge liquidity, and once the market managed to drop to this level, we can see some good movement, and which is very highly likely to happen. As you can see, this is a resistance. We might see the downside, and as the market is in an uptrend, I will not be looking to enter any kind of sell on gold. Guys, are you wanna sell gold? And at the same time, guys, hope that you are enjoying. Make sure that you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also the broker that I am trading, they are regulated, and I always recommend to use a regulated broker. If you want to join a regulated broker, link given in the description area, and also I can share the link in the live chat where I have given. You can use that link to register and to trade with a regulated broker, or you can trade, you know, your chosen broker, but as long as regulated, your capital in the safe hand. So looking back here on, yeah, so here is, so most of the pairs including euro dollar and GBP USD. So euro dollar, again coming to that one, which is currently for me euro dollar is a very stronger currency, and you see that here is the bull flag. I want to see that euro dollar manage to break down and then gather liquidity for a potential trend to the upside on euro dollar. So you see, this is the level on euro dollar, which is a very significant level, and below this level there is a high liquidity, and I think that after this, you know, break of this level, we can look for potential entry after break of the low, after gathering liquidity. Then we can look for that entry opportunity on euro dollar. So GJ, euro dollar, and gold, these some of the pairs that you will be looking to enter. Here is the gold on the 1 hour. After this big move, the market, here you want to see that it has come down for a bigger move here. So after you see that this was a false breakout, this whole structure is complete liquidity trigger in that move. So below this level you can see it was trending to the upside, creating series of higher high and higher low, has broken down, and then from that level we saw that the market has started to move towards the upside with a liquidity grab. So that movement, you can see again, this is a move on the 1 hour, has reached another liquidity zone, and we want to see that the market has come down for a retest. This is where you look at the daily. This is the daily support level here, and in that daily support where we can look for entry. Finding a good trade is a matter of patience. It's not that there isn't any trade, is that you need to find a good trade. Okay, find a good trade with patience. This is the main points here. So let me see quickly also what's happening with US30 and NASDAQ. NASDAQ is a long-term bullish market. If you look at the intraday perspective here on the 4 hour, we can see that this is big bull market, narrow correction, another move. The price has this drop from the 4 hour, has broken this liquidity zone and has bounced to the upside. For me, if NASDAQ managed to break this low again, and then after breaking down, gathering liquidity, we can look for potential bullish opportunity on NASDAQ. Okay, so we'll look for that entry. Here is so NASDAQ, for me, any kind of break, false break, going back up, we'll look for buying. Okay, so these are some of the pairs that you can look at. So dollar yen is keep pushing high and high. Gold is now slowly coming down for deeper pullback. Gold, we want to see has come well below this level, then we can look for that entry. Okay, so today's eye will be mostly on gold and with other instrument that helps us to find the best trade. So Gbpusd also, you see that it's now coming down, that we discussed, that we wanted to see a breakdown. Now this breakdown is now in all the USD pairs. You see that NZD USD, euro dollar also like that. So with the upcoming session, what we can expect for this price, you see euro dollar in a consolidation and deceleration. Want to see that euro dollar managed to break down, especially to this 20 EMA, and then we'll look for that buying opportunity on euro dollar, AUD USD, and all of them, including the Gbpusd. So as soon as we will find that opportunity, we'll be looking to enter. And in the meantime, make sure that guys you stay patient, because we do open quite a few trades and with good profit all the time. So patience is the key, And at the same time, if you are struggling from patience, as I mentioned in the beginning of this live session, that what did I do that to combat that patience, to overcome that over trading, because I was over trading continuously, and until I applied a very unique technique that helps me to overcome that over trading. So the technique that I applied is what I called a trade fast plan. Okay, so our brain is continuously evolving. You can train your brain very easily. So it's what you can do intentionally. You can take a challenge to yourself for a week. Okay, so take for a week that you will be attending the live session, you will be sitting on your trading desk, you will not be trading, you will not be opening any trade, no matter how good trade it is. This is the challenge you need to give it yourself for 1 week. And you can write down in a piece of paper. This is what I did. I've written down in a piece of paper, and then I took it very seriously. I sit down on the desk, I looked at the market, but I did not open any trade for a week. So, and then what happened is that once I did that, I started to see the real picture in the market, because when we jump on a trade, we actually lose our focus, because wholeheartedly we looked at the trade that is going wrong or not going in my favor, and we don't see any other picture in the market. But once you implement this technique, that okay, the whole week I will not be opening any trade, no matter how good trading opportunity coming, you see that you're gonna make it. Your brain will start to train, and you start to see very good trade. And in the meantime, what I did is I opened a lot of backtesting trade. So you can replay the chart, and I opened a lot of trade. So if you do that, you started to see how big a trade can be if you hold it. Trust me, if you do that, you start to see all those pictures. And that way, I have gained patience as a trader, and that's helped me to grow my trading account aggressively. And I hope that you guys also can do that. Make sure that you do that, and I'll be coming on live again, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this live session. And before ending, if you are looking to join a regulated broker that I am trading, link below this video in the description. And also you can join us to learn the strategy that I am trading. Also you can join us today, link below this video. Couple of spots available. You can find all the link in the description, and also let me share with you all those links in the live chat, and from here you can use those links for your advantage. So I'll be coming on live again in the next live, guys. We hope to open some more good trade, some more good or some better trade coming up in the market. And until that, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you very soon in the next live.